Okay, I think let me start with the deep-rooted perspective I carry about India as a market, especially so for a sector called retail. You know, uh, in my opinion, I think intrinsically retail is a networking business. Retail has to necessarily survive on network partners, be it your supply end of the market, be it the middle end, and eventually be it the front end. I think each one of us who runs retail businesses, I think are conscious of the fact that with the way the markets are emerging, the consumer behaviors are evolving, the kind of technology revolutions which nobody can afford to miss. I think the rightful way to look at the business is from an omni-channel point of view, right? We cannot miss the bus anymore, even if we have in the past, whether it is with regard to the physical retail, whether it is with regard to expansion using different entrepreneurial models, including franchising as a potential option. So is the case with e-commerce and the digital, avenues. So coming back to franchising, I think I represent India's largest furniture and interiors retail chain. It's primarily a home business, so as to say, and it's a complex business in many ways. We do represent about 115 stores, about 65 cities, amongst the largest supply chain networks across the country. And all this while, I think we primarily depended on company-invested retail, company-managed, retail business. But I think about a year back, we kind of started rethinking about, what's life ahead, and not only from a point of view of, let's say, expanding the business, but also looking at much more collaborative business models. And India, like we know, I mean, is an amazing country in terms of shopping behavior, right? We talk about a nation of shopkeepers, about 12 million of them. And fact remains that, while some of us take pride in the fact that we belong to corporate retail, the white-collared side of retail, but I honestly believe that I think the individual entrepreneurs, maybe sitting in the unorganized sector so far, or maybe having ambitions to look at the sector, are great partnership models available. Rightfully said by some of my co-panelists about perfecting the retail model, ensuring that all the elements, including the supply chains, are in place. The proposition is attractive. The ROIs are affirmative. There is confidence in the company, and finally we create what we typically call win-win propositions, because anybody who would understand franchising in retail would not talk about it as just an opportunistic delegation. He would talk about franchising partner being your own store. And I think those are the ways I think we are now exploring maybe franchising as well as other channels of business in a far more aggressive manner than before. Franchising in India, if you look over the years, probably has been used as well as abused.
Absolutely.
Right?
More
So
abused.
there are so many, let's say, examples I can probably quote where good corporates, professionals, would have tried to use franchising to pass off the problems. I invest, I don't think I make good money, okay, let me just go ahead and pass it on to a franchisee,
Very important.
right? And I think it's over a period of time with experimentation, with wins and defeats, that some sense of maturity has started to emerge between the propositions, or call them the win-win propositions, between a franchisee and a franchisor. So I think my take and my belief in this subject is that, for example, I'm not for populist numbers of franchising. I'm not interested in that. I would rather work with probably a select entrepreneurial maybe blood, which has similar synergy, which has similar ambition, which is not a large, I would say, corporatized firm, but where the individual entrepreneur is probably trying to, kind of build his own business and wishes to kind of, operate as the owner sitting in the front end and running the show. Those are the kind of people we would normally try to kind of take into our fold, build them with something called the trust, whether it's financials or whether it's operations or whether it is all kinds of maybe marketing and sales support systems. Of course, we bring to the table the best of backends, because that's where the core strength of ours is.
Sure.
But we would obviously utilize their core strengths in terms of front-ending, in terms of local market knowledges, in terms of capability of consumer engagements, and we would see where the marriage of both is happening. But obvious, I think, if there's mutual trust, I think relationships survive and probably extend over a period of time. But the moment you try and cut corners, either sides for that matter, I think it's a matter of experimentation. It just has a limited life to go. Yeah, so I think that's a very important constituent of any business trying to probably look at, avenues of growth or partnerships with the franchising model. In my opinion, franchising is like an opportunity for a potential marriage to last a long term. And it's very important to comprehend and respect the core, I would say, competencies which maybe the franchisor brings to the table vis-a-vis the core competencies which the franchisor brings to the table. And many a times these are, I would say, distinct competencies, right? So at the end of the day, there is a need for both to come together and create a joint proposition. We therefore, I think, spend a lot of our energy on evaluating in detail the right fitments. There are plenty of opportunities, like you rightly said. I mean, today on my website, I would probably get on every single day, maybe something like 15 to 16 pan-India franchising applications.
Sure.
Ever since we opened this up just about 3 or 4 months back.
Sure.
But I think more importantly, the core issue at the end of the day is a rightful assessment of, what do we bring to the table and what does the franchisee bring to the table? Where is the core competency fitment at the end of the day, and how do we actually leverage both sides to be able to build a marriage which we believe, frankly, can last maybe a lifetime. I mean, we would like to believe in that. But yes, harsh realities do exist, where everything may not be in our control when we start the marriage. There are accidents undoubtedly in this particular, let's say, kind of alliances. But at the end of the day, I think net of all, I still believe that it's a very strong model, especially in the Indian geography, to actually leverage with a smart strategy and with a rightful, meaningful, value-added relationship. Processes, of course, are extremely critical, especially so if you want to move away from a limited, localized geography to probably work on, a regional or probably a pan-India horizon. You cannot work without great processes which are consistent and which are consumer-centric. So we probably, as a brand or as a company, would have invested a lot into something called the right processes.